alaikum and hello everyone. It's a brief overview over the Indo-Pak diplomatic relationship. We have to cover the historical context of a diplomatic relationship between two nuclear powers, current status of their diplomatic relationship, what are the key moves that has been taken by these two countries, and what these two countries has faced some challenges and issues, and what are the possible pathways that they have to de-escalate their tensions and move ahead on their development. So, historical context. Since the partition in 1947, India and Pakistan has emerged two countries, and since then they have faced some several wars, like in 1948 and then 1965 and 1971 and then 1999 Kargil war. They have faced some several wars since then. So they have some tension escalated time to time. So what are the current status of Indo-Pak diplomatic relationships? As we can see that during the PTI government's Imran Khan, at that time India has launched airstrike on 9th February 2022, and they have airstrike over Pakistan. And again, during the government of PMLN in April 2025, India again launched an airstrike over Pakistan. It's a twice, but luckily there were no damage reported. So there are key moves that has been made by India, that is a suspension of Indus water treaties that were made in 1960 of river water sharing, but they have suspending completely. And then they have and make the closure of the border, that is Atari border and Wagah border, that has been completely closed, and no trade can occur between these two countries. And here India also sent their diplomats and member of parliaments abroad uh, and brief on their own stance and positions. And there is a no trade visa issuance, and that is the issue between two countries, that the trade has been completely dislodged and no export and import occurs between these two countries. So what are the challenges that are faced these two nuclear powers? One of the things that is most important, that is lack of trust. There is a deficit of trust. If anything occurs either on the either side of the border, they make some allegations and have no trust on each others. So this is the main issue, lack of trust. And this the another, that is domestic politics. As we know that there is some opposition parties uh, that has their own nationalist narratives. So the elected parties in government that is compiled by these domestic politics and nationalists. The border interference, there is a regularly interference on the east side of the border, and there is a fires between these two militant armies. So what happened that this interference can cause a violation of international human rights between these two countries. And what they have made, there is a water treaties, and they are uh, not act upon yet. So, and India has violated these kind of treaties. Diplomatic fatigue, there's always a diplomatic fatigue between these two countries. So, what are the possible pathways that they have to take and move forward? One is that is a backdoor diplomacy. There should be a backdoor diplomacy between the politicians of elected party in the government, and the other one, that we should have to restore our confidence building measure. We should have to trust and have confidence over each others. Third, that is the third party that has to take mediator roles, like Russia has played a key roles between these two countries to de-escalate the tensions, and then China has also played their key roles as a mediator between these two countries. And the last one, that is focus on non-political issue. Yes, there is a massive, huge issue of unemployment. Why not these both countries focus on their non-political issue like unemployment, like water issues, like trade issues. There's a poverty, and there is a climate change. So what happened? Let's see.